chicken for dinner? The curls, cuz. Your dogs.
Cup of beer, eh?
The Curly Show.
Suck these nuts,
The Curly Show.
cuz.
Welcome everybody to the Curly Show, boys. Welcome. If you listen to this, you are my day ones. I love you all. This is the first episode of the Curly Show. Now, we've got a lot planned for this episode. If you'd believe it or not, I just filmed this whole thing, 40 minutes, and I didn't hit record. So if that's going to tell you how this podcast is going to go, that's how it's going to go, mate. Anyways, I'm filthy, I'm skitching about that, but you know what? It could be worse. You know, I could be fat. So anyways. So essentially this potty, boys, we're going to go through my eye first up, my injury, the most gruesome injury you're ever going to see. And then we're going to go through other stuff. I'll tell you, you'll just find out. So shut your mouth, sit back, relax, get the blows dog off the missus, and listen to the mother effing curls, guys. I'm going to stop the thing of swearing because we're going on YouTube, boys. So I'm going to have to clean up the act a little bit. But the one thing about the curls, he's a chameleon. So he gets in any situation he needs to, guys. But still, all right, boys. So essentially, first things first, bro, the eye. So a lot of you guys have asked me about my eye. Well, we got into a fight, okay, about 2 years ago. We got into a blue, and we've had we got a bit of an ass whooping, all right? It was a few blokes, whatever. Anyways, we got a cut in our eye. I've gone home, I've slept, my mates come. I've gone to the hospital, okay? I've gone to the hospital and got stitches. And I've gone to the hospital and get these stitches, and lo and behold, a male nurse is the one treating me, mate. You know what I mean? So this is half the reason why I've got a vendetta against the male nurses, guys. So I've gone in, I've got my stitches across my eye. I'll show the photo up here. That's what I look like from the fight. And then we've gone to we've gone home, okay? We've gone home, we've gone over to sleep because I've been on a bender. So I needed to go get a sleep, and I slept for like, you know, from I think it was 7 a.m. I went, slept for like 8 hours, whatever. I got up. But I didn't get up until my mate come over and checked on me. And he's banging on my door because I live by myself. Girls, get up, mate. Piss off me, I'm having to sleep, you know. And then he's come in and checked on me, and he's gone, holy shit. So this is what I look like, boss. And he showed me what I look like, and I felt, my whole body just felt thrashed, you know what I mean? Just because obviously I had a really bad infection, so I could barely move and get out of bed. So he's just chucked me straight in the car, headed straight to Belmont Hospital. Now, he's chucked me straight in the car. We've gone to Belmont Hospital, and we've gone in there. These doctors, as soon as they've seen me, they're going, mate, I've walked in, you've got the emergency area, whatever. The ladies like running, got a doctor, because I look that bad. This is how I look, by the way. Boom. That was me. Now, they've gone, you've got to get straight to the John Hunter Hospital, which is the big hospital in Newcastle, because we can't really do anything for you here. So, and they said, drive as fast as you bloody can. So, he's in the car. It's a 25-minute drive, whatever. 20-minute drive. We got there in 15. We're flying. Out the front, mate, we've got 4 doctors just waiting for us out the front with a bed. So they've got me in there. They've called the CDC, which is those cucks at the Centre Disease Control. We all know those bludgers, mate. Those blokes with the that had their hand in the COVID vaccinations. But anyways, they needed to get the curls right. So they've got those. They've called the big guns. They go, you know, one of Newy's finest, one of Australia's top dogs is in need of help. So we've got Centre for Disease Control flying down. Royal North Shore Hospital flies down for the curls. Now, they've got me in there, and for my inflammation markers were at the level that you're meant to die at. So that was my inflammation markers. I had strepogenous, E. coli, and golden staph all in my eye. So it's formed a superbug, and it's turned into this. You know what I mean? So these doctors are doing surgeries, and for a week I couldn't even move out of bed. But see, I told them I had COVID, right? So I'm in a private room myself because I'm like, I'm not sitting out in that bloody courtyard of death. You know what I mean? With all the other bloody yuppies, mate. The curls, we ride in style. So we told them we have COVID because we're intelligent, mate. You know, so we say we have COVID and they put us in a private room, but we've done 3-4 surgeries, whatever. Nothing's working, mate. You know what I mean? Because essentially the infection was at that high of a level that every time we had a surgery, they'd cut me open, they'd try and scrape out the infection, clean it out, whatever they do, it didn't work. So the next point of call was to surgically put a pipe in my head. Okay? So they've come in and I've gone into this surgery and I've come out, mate, and I've got this bloody I got this bloody pipe stuck in the back of my eye to bring air down there. You know what I mean? Still not sure if this is going to work. They're trying to form out new antibiotics. And the antibiotics they were giving me was so hectic that my skin was falling off my arms. Like, it was just the craziest experience. Anyways, what does the curls do when he has a pipe in his head and his back is against the wall? You know what he does, cuz? He's got to get his nuts off, bros. So, what do, bro? We make a phone call. Now, also, let's go on a little bit of a side quest here, actually. Speaking of nuts off, let's talk about semen retention. Cup of black. You know what, mate? I love me coffee like I love me women. Short black and quiet, cuz. Jokes. Love you, ladies. Oh, yes. Bit of the Makona, mate. Roasted beans. We ain't got no fancy over here. Just a bit of hot water. Makona, mate. Beautiful. Oh, anyways, where were we? Semen retention is where we were. Puppy, if you were on this podcast listening and you were actively practicing semen retention, look me in the eyes, cuz you're a bitch. Semen retention, what the fuck is that? What kind of gay bullshit is semen retention, cuz? You want to keep as much spunk inside of your junk, cuz. You know what I mean? Like, you want to keep the junk inside of you, bro. Me, I want to get that shit out. Everywhere. Over everyone. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I want that shit out of me, cuz. I'll bust a load anywhere, anytime, anywhere, cuz. Don't give a fuck, bro. But you're trying to tell me because you're going to a boxing fight and you are about to go and wrestle with another man and you want to make sure you have as much jizz inside of you as possible, cuz? Gay. I'm sorry to say, brother, you might be a badass fucking dude, you know what I mean, that can, put me to bed, whatever. You're still kind of gay, cuz, because you still got heaps of jizz inside of you, bro. It's weird, bro. So, listen, if we've got a young audience here and you're thinking about practicing semen retention, mate, piss off. You know what I mean? Anyways, back to the task at hand. So what does the curls do? You know what the curls does, mate? He needs to get his nuts off. Now, I make a phone call to one of the roster guys. You know what I mean? Because the girls love the curls, guys. You know what I mean? Girls love curls. If anybody out there and you're a young dude, you want your hair, get the curls, boys, because they love it. Anyways, I made a phone call. I need food. I need some silence. I need a cuddle. Mate, I'm fucked. I'm up in hospital. I've been in there. This is 3 weeks, mind you. And I haven't told anyone I'm in hospital. I've told a select few mates, but I didn't want anyone to see me because the curls handles his shit like a man, cuz. I don't need no pity party. I don't want people coming and visit me with flowers, cuz. I'm in that bed thinking about my actions that led me here to this place right now. And I'm thinking, I fucked up. This is all my fault. So I need to sit here in my shit and go, you know what? I got to get this shit sorted. I don't want fucking mum up there going, can you right, Nathan? I don't want me mates coming up and checking on me, my girlfriend, whatever, mate. You know what I mean? I'm in there. But what I do want, cuz, is a bloz dog. Cuz. I do. Because imagine this whole scenario I'm in right now. I'm in 3 weeks, bro. I'm juiced up, cuz. I'm a little bit down on myself. I'm not feeling great in the mind. What does a man need to do in this world? He needs to get his nuts off, cuz. So, first things first we do is we call a chickie, babe. Babe, can you come up to the hospital room E14, private suite for the curls? She goes, yes, puppy. So she comes, brings me a feed, McDonald's, a laptop, so I watch my movies. I'm just sitting there with nothing, bro. You know what I mean? I'm on the endones flat out. Anyways, she didn't know that the curls was planning on, coming and doing the business with us. So she's rolled in there, whatever. We're chatting. I'm like, let's do it. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, in here. I'm like, yeah, let's do it in here. Oh, this is a hospital bed. The door's right there. There's people walking in and out. What a soldier this woman is, boys. She gave the girls a service in this bloody hospital bed. Mind you, I look like this. I had a pipe in my head, my eyes closed, it's dripping with shit, okay? I'm freaking hairy as shit because I've been in for 3 weeks. I got a belly because all I've been doing is eating pizza every day, getting Uber Eats because I'm sad and I need to eat pizza as comfort food. You know what I mean? And she still gets on top of the curls and services him in the hospital, cuz. What a woman. Unreal, mate. Like, that is the type of dedication I need in my life. If you ain't willing to fucking bang the curls in the hospital when he's on his deathbed, when he looks like fucking Voldemort, cuz, then I don't want it. But anyways, so we've gone in there. She's done that. Awesome. Love her for that. Took me 10 seconds to fucking crease off because I was jacked up. You know what I mean? I'd bulk. She nearly rocketed it off the piece, cuz. You know what I mean? When I was there, when that went in, I was like, oh my God, this is going to the moon, cuz. And she nearly did, bro. She popped off, bro. When I ejaculation. When I ejaculated, cuz. She went flying off like a pop-top, cuz. I'm telling you right now. It was crazy. Her head hit the roof. There was shit everywhere. Looked like one of those Ghostbusters movies. But all and behold, the curls got his nuts off. He was happy. You know what I mean? And that was sometimes for a man, that's all we need. You know what I mean? We got the world is against us right now. We got shit going on, and we just need to get our nuts off, boys. So if you're hanging out with some dudes that are practicing semen retention, get some new friends, mate. Okay? Because they ain't it, boys. Anyways, so she shooted off. Back to the story at hand, boys. The curls. Now, we've gone and had meetings with plastic surgeons because they felt that bad for me that the hospital, because plastic surgery is an elective surgery, and the curls wasn't cashed up, boys. And they go, you know what? Like, we're gonna allow you, we're gonna pay for your surgery for plastic surgery because you're gonna need it. So, all right, boys. Quick shout out to today's sponsor, and I thank this bloke so much for sponsoring. He's sponsoring the curls. The curls first sponsor, boys. Supporting the curls. So you guys need to support this guy and keep these guys up, boys, all right? So Crown Property Finance, because apparently being financially responsible is important, boys. It is, okay? So whatever you're trying to do, you're trying to buy your first home, investment property, or you're just trying to stop being a broke bum, you know what I mean, mate? Go see Jared and the boys, because they're going to sort you out. If your credit's shit, whatever. The boys have the ways around it, boys. If you need a new car, you need a home, or you need a bit of money to go and search for maybe spend on a honey, bro. You know what I mean? Jared at Crown Property Finance is your man. No weird finance bloke energy either, boys. They're just good people. And you know what they are? They're everyday bloody Aussies. I know this bloke personally. He's an everyday Aussie. So go in, go support him. The link's going to be down low. Go and support this fella, boys. I appreciate yous all. Thanks, Jared. Hit the link, boys. Go and have a chat with him. Cheers, boys. It was a great thing, but you know what? So we get out anyways. The infection comes down after about 5 weeks. We get released. Now, we're on close watch for a long time. So we meant to go back in 2 months to work out of surgery. They check in 2 months. Looks fucked. My eyes only just starting to open after 2 months, after leaving the hospital. And then it starts going black, and it's like the whole eyelid's falling off. I was losing my whole eyelid. So we go back in 2 months after that, and then the dean of the hospital, like the guy who runs Newcastle John Home Hospital, which is a huge hospital, it's worth fucking billions of dollars, whatever. He was there. And he goes, mate, this is what he said to me. He goes, mate, I just want to let you know, I was the first bloke they called. I'm the one who runs the whole surgery department. I'm the dean of the hospital. Just want to let you know, your inflammation markers were so high. Like, if you were a little bit older, you had no chance of living. We thought you were going to die for 7 days, thinking, like, this bloke is probably not going to make it out of this. But they didn't know who they were dealing with, cuz. Captain Jack Curls. I'm a pirate, cuz. I'm unkillable, cuz. You know what I mean? I love my long blacks, cuz. You can't kill the curls, bro. Okay? So, just, like, I'm unkillable, bro. I'm like a cockroach, but hot. You know what I mean? Anyways. So, that's it. We end up getting out of there. It took us about 6 months of recovery. 6 months of recovery. So, it was a tough slog, boys. I'll tell you this right now. But you know what? Like, that's the adversity that we need in this world as men, cuz. We need our backs against the wall, bro. Because it forces us to take action. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of you blokes listening to this right now, you might feel like your back's against the wall, cuz. You know what I mean? Good, cuz. Because I don't like this notion about this mental health. There's a lot of mental health shit online, and it's like, it's okay to feel. It's okay to do all this bullshit, boys. Listen, lads. If you're going through it and you're at the thick of it right now, good, cuz. You need to understand. We need to flip the script a little bit, boys. Puppy, we need to flip the scrippo, okay? Being in a bad place is what we need as men. Why do they say chicks always love scars? because they're wounds and they know we've been through it. You know what I mean? And once they heal, they're attractive, bro. These things you're going through right now, boys, good. Bring it on. No one can do it but you. You know what I mean? And that's how I thought of my shit. I was going through a lot of shit, boys. You know, for a long time I didn't know who I was. You know, I didn't grow up without a father. I had a very rough childhood, boys. You know what I mean? So if I can get through all of my shit that I've experienced in my life, we'll go through in later podcasts about my life, boys. But it hasn't been easy. I'm not over here preaching you saying to stop being a pussy and all this stuff and fix your head up without experiencing everything that I speak about, boys. I've experienced everything. Okay, I've had a turbulent life, and I've come out the other side today, speaking to you on my first episode of a podcast, and I'm killing it, boys. I'm doing well. Not financially yet, but in terms of my mental state, I am doing so well because, look at me, I'm grinding, I'm killing it, I've worked it out. I've worked out what my purpose is, and that's what you need to do, boys. We need to work out our purpose in life. And how do we do this? It's the age-old question. How do we figure out who we are? And it's a hard question to answer, boys, but it's the one question that you need to answer before anything. Who are you? Listening to this right now, I want you to think to yourself, cuz, who am I? And if you can't answer that question, then you should be dedicating the next part of your life, not saying you need to quit work and all of this and do what I did and buy a van, but you need to dedicate a part of what you're doing to figuring that question out. Because if you get to a point where you're, say, 35, 40 and you're not going to figure it out ever. You know what I mean? Well, yes and no. You still can, okay? But it's a lot more difficult, boys. When you're younger, it's a bit more easy to figure stuff out because you're more able to be okay with change. As you get older and older and older, you get set in your ways, you know what I mean? But you still can. If you want it, and you feel like you're worthy to do it, you need to figure it out. But who you are is the number one question that we all need answered, boys. Because if you get riches, if you get the Lambo, if you get the girl, whatever it is, but you don't know who you are, you're not going to be happy, boys. You know what I mean? I know who I am because I've taken all of my struggles, all right? And I've used them all as a superpower. Like right now, nothing can fuck with me. You know why? Because I look at the shit I've been through, bro. And I go, I've experienced that. You think I give a fuck what you've got to say? You think I give a fuck if I had to live with no money? Man, I've been living in a van for a year, boys. Over a year now. For a 7-month period, boys, I didn't have any money. I was fucking stealing from Woolies steaks. All right? I never even said that. I had fucking zero dosh. Okay, trying to build an app, trying to make something work. All right, just trying to make anything work because I knew that I wanted to do something different. But you've got to figure it out, boys. See, in that period before I did that, I figured out who I was first, and that was my 8-month trip. I did an 8-month trip in South America, Central South America. I went from Mexico to Peru, and with that 8 months, I figured that solidarity. Solitude, sorry, I don't know. Listen, I'm not known for my literacy skills, mate, okay? So if I fuck some stuff up, suck me off, mate. I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care about literacy, bro. Literacy is kind of gay, bro. If you're a heaps good person with literacy, let's think about this, bro. Oh, yeah, you can spell. How's that going to save you in the battle of war, cuz? I'm a warrior, bro. You know what I mean? If you want to start spitting out at me, tell me how to spell onomatopoeia, I'm just going to go, dead cuz. You know what I mean? You dead cuz. Fuck you and your literacy, mate. Don't give a fuck. Anyways, where were we? This is what happens, boys. We get sidetracked. So this is going to happen throughout this episode. We're not structured, okay? We just think we're talking and then something goes this way and that way. And it's like a zigzag. It's like a box of chocolates, cuz, this podcast. You never know what you're going to get. You know what I mean? But anyways, boys, purpose, life, figuring out. Yeah, I traveled 8 months in South America. What I figured out was solitude was my answer to figuring out who I was. Because for me, I always hung out with different people or my mates every night. Even though I lived by myself, I was always with people because I didn't realize that I was so unconfident within myself that I couldn't be alone. Now, that is the number one indicator, boys. If you cannot be alone, that's something that's horrendously wrong. So I was like, I'm like this now before the Instagram. I'm the same bloke. But the thing is my confidence in my attitude and personality was fake into a sense. Is that I acted very confident, but I really wasn't. I was very unconfident, okay? And I was I tried to hang out. I was always doing things with people because I needed that validation of people. Oh, he's a funny dude. He's good. I needed that, boys, just to drown everything else out. But when I realised, I got to go overseas and do this fucking, going to go trip and I'm just going to go. After that, I heals, I got to get out of here. I went, it took me like 6 months to heal. I just pissed off, mate, by myself, cuz that's how the curls rolls. Now, look at me, bros. I'm flying around. I've been flying this van for a year solo, boys, trying to make this shit work. I'm coming to you hotline, boys, and I'm making it work. I'm doing it because I've visioned this, cuz. But, I forgot where we went again, boys. You know what I mean? It's going to happen, boys. You know what I mean? I don't give a shit, bro. What are you going to do about it, cuz? You want to do something, bro? Fess it up, cuz. But solitude, boys, it's what every man needs. We need to experience, and it's hard. I know if you're listening to this and you've got a family and kids, and you're like, well, it's easy if you just say, Curls, you haven't got a family and kids. I understand, my brother, okay? I understand. But we all need to adjust to our circumstances, you know what I mean? So if you've got a family and kids, mate, try and figure out a part of the day or at night or something where you can just focus on yourself and think deeply about who you are, cuz, because you never know. You never know, boys. But I can only tell you from my experience, boys. This is my experience, okay, and this is what's worked for me. So if you're going to sit there and say, well, it's not going to work for me, obviously, mate, we're different people. And that's the thing, boys. We're all different motherfuckers, cuz. There's no one like the Curls. I'm in my own league, bro. I don't compare myself to no motherfucker because there's only one me. And that's what you all need to realize. Everybody is in competitions with themselves. You know what I mean? Everyone's trying to do this because that person's doing that. Bunch of retards, if you ask me, boys. Me, cuz, I ain't in competition with no motherfucker. You know why? Because there's only one me in my race, bro. That's it, cuz. But anyways, boys, little bit of a story time. We got a million fucking stories, okay? But we're not going to give them all the crease out in the first episode. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go through a couple of them. What would you rathers? Now, a couple of these are fucked, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, boys. Sorry, boys, I'm just getting a message from Sydney Sweeney right now, and she's just saying she wants to just give me a bloz dog. But Sydney Sweeney, I'm on the podcast with the boys right now, so shoot off, darling. Sorry, lads. Anyways, all right. So here we are. Here we are. all right. Here we go. Would you rather fight Denny Green or Ty? Okay, let's do this one. Would you rather fight Denny Green or Ty Tuivasa? I'd smash both cuz, okay? Anyways. Actually, I'm going to take that back. I don't want Bam Bam to see that. I love you, Bam Bam. Shit himself. What a pussy, bro. Would you rather get a 10 out of 10 hand job from your grandmother or have a stinky foreskin for a year straight? What kind of question is that, bro? A hand job is a hand job, cuz. $20 is $20, cuz. Okay? Nanny, come over here and service the curls. I don't care. I'm not having a stinky foreskin, and nor does the curls have a foreskin, because foreskins are gay, bro. If you got a fucking foreskin, boys, I'm sorry, but sort that shit out, lad, because over here with a turtle army, cuz. But yeah, 10 out of 10. Mima, come over here. You know what I mean? I'm not walking around with some dirty-ass little ant-eater dick that's got cheese in it for a year, bro. Fuck off, mate. You know what I mean? Kidding, bro. Oh. This, you B1Z4H, you devil. You demon of a man. This is going to be a tough one here, boys. We need to break this one down. Would you rather be a soy milk latte drinker or be the guy making it? Oh. This is impossible to answer. Both of them are gay as fuck. What do we do with that, boys? Would you rather be a soy matcha bitch drinking latte fucking dude, or a dude making them? Well, like, is it kind of like the old age saying is like, you're not gay if you give it, but you're gay if you take it. You know what I mean? So would that be kind of the frame of like, all right, if I'm making it, I'm kind of less gay than giving it type of thing. I gotta say, I'm making it, boys. I can't have that soy shit inside of me, bro. It's poison. Soy milk. What's that, bro? You know what I mean? What kind of confuffle, conjunctivitis is that? Soy milk. More like poi pilk. You know what I mean? Shut up, bro. Anyways, B1Z4H. If I see you, I'm gonna smash you, bro. That was a hard one. I didn't want to admit that, but this one here, bro. Like, I'd rather box on with the curls in Brizzy, no gloves, or for men's mental health. No, you wouldn't, cuz. See, this is the thing, boys. People speak, they talk, they chirp, cuz, because they've got the shield of social media, bro. You wouldn't want to box on with the curls bare knuckle, bro, because I'd kick your fucking head in, mate. You know what I mean? Bare knuckle box on in Brizzy. Do you know who I am, cuz? I'm the destroyer of men, lad. The destroyer of the BJJs, cuz. And the receiver of the BJs, cuz. You know what I mean? Up top, down low, too slow. Ah! Oh, shit, boy. All right. Oh. Okay, we can also... this is... Like, would you rather sit on a penis and eat cake or sit on a cake and eat penis? Are you trying to get me to be gay, like on here? Are you trying to catch the curls slipping? Because I feel like that's what's going on right now. I feel like you guys are trying to catch the curls slipping, cuz. But the thing is, boys, when you've got as much aura as the curls does, it doesn't matter what I say, cuz, because what I do speaks volumes, lad. You know what I mean? But, oh, fuck. I can't answer that, bro. Either way, it's LGBTQT, you know what I mean? HDMI TV. I can't answer that shit, bro. Don't send me in. If you're listening to this right now and you're sending in this poof to stuff, I'll break your teeth, cuz. Okay? Fuck's sake, bro. All right. Would you rather 10 dick fingers or 1 finger dick? Bro, 10 dick fingers, cuz. What do you mean? The more dicks, the better, bro. I'm servicing 10 chicky babes at once, cuz. Come here, baby, come here. I'll lay them all in the van. And also the piece as well, bro. You know what I mean? I've got bulk nerve endings, bro. Could you imagine how good that would feel having 10 dicks, bro? Pumping 10 different chicks? Cuz, what kind of dumb question is that? Some of you guys need a reality check in this world, bro. And the curls is happy to oblige to that reality check, mate. You know what I mean? How many times do you choke the chicken a week, bro? Oh, choking the chicken, cuz. I love choking the chicken, bro. Pumping the hog, boys. You know what I mean? Sir, greasing the wheel, cuz. I love it. It's the best, boys. Twice a day. I'm a 2-a-day man, boys. You know what I mean? I get 2 out a day, most days. I'm high testosterone running through my motherfucking veins, cuz. You think I care? I'm busting nuts everywhere, bro. I'll bust a nut on your mum. I don't even really give a shit about any of that, bro. I love busting nuts, boys. So, I could be... Sometimes I'm busy, but boys, you know what I mean? Like, yes, like a lot of these days I've been up at 4 and I've been in bed at 11 or 12, boys. I've been flat out. But if I can, I'll bust a nut anywhere, bro. I'll pull this van up on the side of the road and knock one out. You know what I mean? And actually, this could be a good conversation for you all, boys, about, I'm going to give you a bit of help, boys, of the premature ejaculation. We're going to get a bit of help and then we're going to play some, I'm going to give you a bit of eyes into this premature ejaculation, and then I'm going to get into some phone calls. Now, premature ejaculation. We've all experienced it one way or another, right? As men, it's happened. If you haven't experienced premature ejaculation, well, good on you. Do you want a medal? Anyways, I experienced it for a while, boys. It happened one time, and then it got stuck in my head. But I'm out of it now. And I want to chat because there's going to be a lot of dudes who may have anxiety around, you know, getting with chicks because I'm worried about coming quick. There is a method, boys. There is a method to lasting longer in bed, okay? And I have been doing this the last 4 months, And it works. Trust me. Oh, the curls is a stud. He's a stud, cuz. That's what they call me. Curls the stud. So, we need to edge, boys. So that means we are going to be choking the chicken until climax. Until we're about to bust the nut, boys, we stop. We let it cool down. We go again. We do that 4 times. I want all you guys to be choking the chicken for no shorter than 7 minutes. Every time. Okay? Now, you do that for a few months, you watch what's going to happen, boys. Because I've done this, boys. It works. It truly works because it teaches you control. So if you're listening to this and you have the premature ejac, cuz, edging, boys. You must try it. This is from experience. I have done it. It works. I used to have a little bit of anxiety with like going over a chick's house for the first time sober. You know what I mean? Back in the day, I did. I had a little bit of anxiety. I'd get a bit worried about it, and then it would fuck with my head and go over there and I'd bust in 30 seconds, bro. We've all done it. It sucks, bro. It's one of the most demoralizing feelings a man can feel is busting in 30 seconds. But edging is super important, okay? So we need to make sure that we're doing that, boys. Every time. I want you to be doing it 3-4 times. And Kegel exercises, if you can rock with Kegel exercises, they're kind of gay, but you see those yoga nerds doing them? Fuck those yoga nerds, bro. But that's just that's just one for the boys, you know what I mean? So if you experience premature ejac, cuz, there's your blueprint. Edging and Kegels, but Kegels are kind of for gay yoga nerds, so I don't know. It's up to you if you do that. But you got to edge, boys. 7 minutes. Choke the chicken until it's about to, go. Pull back. Relax. Have a cigarette. I might have a cigarette, actually, boys. You might have a cigarette, boys. Oh, guess what? It's my van. I'm smoking in this bitch anyways. Got a quick shout out, boys, for another sponsor. This guy's another very good friend of mine who's sponsoring the podcast. Teflon Co, boys, is the only clothing brand making gear for blokes who still think pub fights build character. Real men. You know what I mean? Heavyweight fits, boys, and they're clean designs, and they're not influencer fairy boy gay stuff, boys. These are the real deal. If you're wearing these shirts, you're one of the boys, cuz. You know what I mean? You would have seen me in videos already wearing Teflon Co. Great stuff, and I actually use it before being sponsored by these guys. You know what I mean? So if the Curls is wearing something, you should be wearing it too. So go check out Teflon Co. They're on Instagram. I'm going to put their links in. Go and support them because they're supporting the Curls and they're supporting you guys having a good laugh. So cheers, mate. Thank you very much, boys.
Right, here's a banger for you, girls. Maybe best mate Red Dog. We're in fucking Thailand, and I've picked up an Aussie bird from Aussie Bar. Go fucking figure. Anyway, your best mate's growing up playing front row footy, fucking redhead Gene, just like yourself. Now turned boxer.
Let me stop you right there, mate. The Curls are not a redhead, boys. You know what I mean? Do I look like a redhead, mate? Sex pest. Take those words out of your mouth, mate, or you redhead. I ain't a ginger, boys. I've got a soul, cuz. You know what I mean? But play on.
Mad as a cut snake. So I've pulled a Sheila. My mate's asleep. I've done the deed, and then just sort of pulling out, ready to fucking, on the Bittinger straight, I've just thought, fuck it, there he is, no shirt on. I've just spun around,
So what I think is going on right now, boys, we're about to witness, is a man spunking on another man. But play on, sir.
Blowing all up this cunt's back, all over his legs. She was mortified. My mate's waking up, put fucking 3 in me, fucking 3 body ribs. I'm on the ground laughing half.
I think you got off light, mate, for 3 body ribs. If one of my mates spunked on me, bro, you're getting bricked, cuz. Like, you were getting a brick across the chops, mate. But play on, sir.
Brian, and then, fucking funny, man. In the morning, he wakes up, he goes, why is all my leg hairs and my back hairs stuck together? And I said, oh, remember the, he goes, oh, you can't get in this fucking shower now, and you wash the shit off me back for a fucking flogger. So, had to get in there and wash his back, bro. But fucking hell, hilarious. Anyway, Curls, love ya.
Boys. We need to deliberate on this one, boys. Is this LGBTQT? If you were spunking on another man, friend or not, friend or foe, mind you, friend or foe, is this LGBTQT? Mate, you cannot be spunking on one of the boys, bruh. What are you doing, cuz? That's some gay shit, cuh. That's some real Elton John type shit. That's some shit Elton John would be doing, bro. Spunking on one of the boys, bro. And you're in Thailand, the home of the transgenders. You know what I mean? And you're spunking on one of the boys? Cuz. You need a reality check, my friend. But anyways, yeah. So, I don't know about that one, boys. We'll get back next one. Let's have a listen.
Hey, girls, doing cuz, you right? Yeah, fuck it.
I'm right, my brother. Thank you for asking, cuz.
And me little yarn here. You reckon there's more eyes on this here planet or legs, cuz? Throwing them insects with them fucking 20 eyes and them fish with them no legs? What's he?
What a question, boys. Is there more eyes or legs on this world? Well, you know what? I couldn't really give a fuck if there's more eyes and legs in this world. Listen, boys, if it ain't making money, cuz, it ain't making sense. And me thinking about some shit like eyes and legs, it ain't making sense to me, brother. But thank you for your time. What is your name? You didn't leave one, because, yeah, whatever. All right. The OG.
Bro, just need to reach out. Need some advice.
You come to the right place, brother. Play on.
Your infinite wisdom and life knowledge. What's the greatest number in the world? And can you tell everyone why it's the number 40? If you know, you know. Cheers, bros. OG, yeah.
That's just one of the OG boys. Number 40, cuz. That used to be the gang tag back in the days with the curls. We used to tag that shit, cuz. I was tagging up people's mamas with the 40. When I'm busting loads, boys. My load busts in the number 40, cuz. You know what I'm trying to say, boys? The curls is busting 40s everywhere, bro. Back in the days when I was a little hoodlum, cuz. A little rut bag. I was busting nuts with a number 40, cuz. So it's one of the G's. But anyways, boys, I'll leave that for you. We'll go one more. What do we got?
Girls, you do that. So what you're on, huh? Walk in on your door night in a gangbang. Walk in on your son getting smoked up the arse. Cheers, mate.
Oh. Would you rather walk in on your daughter in a gangbang? Or would you rather you're seeing your son getting smoked up the arse? Oh, mate. This bloke's name is the Nightmare. Oh no, that's what this is called maybe. But this is a nightmare. Do you rather, boys, I need you to know in the comments when you see this. What would you rather do? Would you rather see your daughter getting gangbanged or your son getting smoked up the arse? Honestly, boys. Oh. I'm stumped. You know what I mean? This is a difficult one, boys. Oh, God. I think I'm going to have to go with me son. Oh, I don't know, boys. What do you bloody reckon? I don't know. Because my daughter's right. It's the princess. And you see a bunch of blokes banging your princess. Dudes are getting killed, cuz. You know what I mean? But then your son getting up the arse. Oh, brother. I don't know if I can really guess that one, boys. I'm probably going to have to say me son. I don't know. Oh, that's hurt me, mate. That's really hurt me. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that one, bro, because that's a doozy, bro. All right, anonymous. I haven't even listened to this to just see.
Hey, Mr. Cooley, I was just wondering, if you ever got into a fight with 5K.
Okay, I think I know who this is anonymous, but this is definitely Pauline Hanson, for sure. You know what I mean? It's anonymous, but it's Pauline Hanson. Anyways, play on, Pauline.
Man, all naked with their dicks out. Versus, say, 10 straight men just wanting to punch your head in. Who do you reckon you'd have a better chance against winning against the 5K men trying to suck your cock with their dicks out over 10 straight men that actually just want to fight?
Okay, so we've got five promiscuous men with their penises out and wanting to give the girls a bloz dog, or 10 straight men that want to smash my head in. Who do I win against? I destroy them all, cuz. I'm the destroyer of men, bro. They all die. But the easier pick would probably be the dudes with the guys that are trying to give the girls a bloz dog, they're going down low. So they're getting uppercuts, boys. Boop, 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 boop. And I'm dripping them all, boys. You know what I mean? And it's less targets for me to hit. 10 blokes is a difficult one because you got 10 blokes trying to kill you. But you got 5 dudes trying to give you a bloz dog. It's a no-brainer, boys. You know what I mean? Anyways, boys. Listen, we're running overtime here, boys. What are we at? We're at 41 minutes. First episode. Thank you all for tuning in to the Curly Show, boys. I appreciate every single one of you for being here. And this story that I've got, this roll-up, this living in the van, trying to make it out of the gutter, it couldn't be possible without all you guys out here supporting me, supporting the curls. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm stoked. I'm happy that you guys have come in here and helped me out and have supported me and loved me for who I am. Because that's the thing, boys. You need to be who you are in this world because there's only one you. If you try to be someone else, you're in the race with every other Tom, Dick, and Harry, brother. But if you're you in this world, it's just you in the mirror, brother. So be yourself, get up, get after it, get rolling, and get a bloody dog up here, boys. All right? Cheers. Thanks for tuning in. The Curl Show. Later, boys.